She's spectacular. She's spectacular. And when are we going to start talking about her the same way we talk about Caitlin Clark? I mean, you look at her skills, you look at what she is. She is special. When are we going to start doing that? Because let me tell you something. This sister's got game.
Did you hear Stephen A. Smith's latest take? If you did, chances are it made you do a double take. He actually said that JuJu Watkins should be talked about in the same breath as Caitlin Clark. Seriously? That's a bold claim. Maybe a little too bold. Caitlin Clark has racked up 67 double-doubles and 17 triple-doubles. JuJu, just 15 double-doubles and no triple-doubles. Those numbers speak for themselves.
You look at her skill sets, her ball handling ability, her driving ability, her shot making ability, her three-point shooting shot making ability. This sister is something special. She is spectacular. Pull up Jay right there. She is the package. And she's been the package. We saw her coming last year, but now that Caitlin Clark is gone, we should be focusing on her even more so now. And just like I told you when Caitlin Clark was the golden goose, I said that's the golden goose. That didn't mean she was the best player in the world. It meant that she was pretty damn good and coming, okay? And the fans loved her.
And here's the kicker. Stephen A. is out here acting like he's just some powerless bystander in the media, wondering why JuJu doesn't get more attention. Newsflash, Stephen A., you are the media. You're on one of the biggest sports platforms out there. You help shape who gets talked about and who doesn't. So if JuJu's not getting the spotlight, maybe it's time to look in the mirror.
Saying the only question now about JuJu is, why is she not being shown more love? Because clearly she deserves it.
Yeah.
Let's not pretend this was just a one-time mistake. On First Take, he didn't just briefly mention JuJu's name. He went all in. He said, when are we going to start talking about her the same way we talked about Caitlin Clark? Like, come on. It's not like he doesn't have control over what gets discussed on his own show. He basically decides the whole lineup himself.
When we see Caitlin Clark pulling up from logo range, oh, well, I'll be damned. When we see Caitlin Clark running the floor, finding Hannah Stuelke like Peyton Manning finds Marvin Harrison, well, I'll be damned.
It's not that JuJu Watkins isn't talented. She's really good. But Caitlin Clark? She's on another level. She's already changing the game at the pro level. Comparing JuJu to Caitlin right now is like comparing someone just starting their marathon to someone who's already finished the race, broken the record, and taken a victory lap.
The biggest problem is this is his show. And he's deciding not to talk about JuJu. That's the funny part. Deep down, I think Stephen A. knows why they're not talking about JuJu Watkins.
What makes this so ridiculous is that Stephen A. keeps acting like he doesn't understand how media works. He talks about coverage like it's some uncontrollable mystery, when he's been influencing it for decades. If he really meant what he said, he could have JuJu on ESPN tomorrow. He could easily run a whole segment on her stats, her career, and what's ahead. But instead, he chases the easy viral clip, fully aware that the comparison doesn't make any sense.
Caitlin Clark is the GOAT!
She signed my jersey! I'm so happy, I'm crying, I'm so happy. This is the best day ever.
Caitlin Clark effect seems to be crazier than year one.
I love watching her score and just everything about her.
They went the extra mile just to watch her play here.
This is great news for women's basketball, period.
She just brings so much passion to the game, and look at all these people that just want to come and see her.
It is no secret that the Indiana Fever are the most popular team in the WNBA. It is good for the entire WNBA.
And just to be clear, this isn't a knock on JuJu. She's talented, charismatic, and has a bright future ahead. But Stephen A. didn't say she could be on Caitlin Clark's level someday. He said she already deserves the same spotlight. That's just not realistic. It's not that JuJu isn't good, she's just not there yet. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
The thing that everybody can agree on is JuJu is special. JuJu is a great player. I love her personality. I love how she's aggressive on the court. She gets downhill, you're either about to give up 2 points or you're about to give up a foul.
The whole segment felt like Stephen A. was just pushing a narrative to spark controversy. He's stirring up drama that doesn't even exist. If you want to support JuJu Watkins, great. Let her grow and build her own legacy. But don't pretend she's already made history when her story is just getting started.
Right, JuJu Yeah, she can score her butt off. Don't get me wrong. JuJu can score her butt off. But is she facilitated at a high level? Right? Now, we're going to break it all the way down, man, because as much as I love JuJu, I just don't think she's there where Caitlin Clark is at just yet.
Stephen A., if you're going to push a narrative, at least make sure it holds up. Right now, it's not just a sprinkle. You dump the whole salt shaker in and are acting shocked it doesn't taste right. You can't create a media moment and then act confused when people don't buy into it. You helped build this platform, so own what it puts out. Narratives fall apart when the people driving them pretend they have no control. And in this case, the only thing Stephen A. can't control is the truth. Caitlin Clark is on a whole different level. Forcing a comparison doesn't boost JuJu, it just makes the conversation feel forced and out of touch.
I just want to throw this stat at you, right? Caitlin Clark had 67 double-doubles and 17 triple-doubles in 139 games. Caitlin was more than a scoring machine. Absolutely. She's doing more than scoring. JuJu Watkins has 15 double-doubles and 0 triple-doubles through 62 games. That's for comparison of how great Caitlin was.
You want to talk numbers? Let's go there. Caitlin Clark reached 2,000 career points in just 75 games. That's straight-up video game stats. For JuJu to match that, she'd need to score 33 points a game for the next 12 games just to catch up. That's not on the rise. That's trying to chase a comet wearing roller skates.
Now, let's read this one. Fastest to 2,000 points NCAA. Caitlin, 75. Della Dunn, 75. JuJu Watkins has 1604 in 62 games. Need to average 33 points over the next 12 to hit 2,074 games.
Now, if you really break it down and compare their first 62 college games, the scoring looks close. Clark had 1,662 points. JuJu has 1,604. Rebounds? Nearly identical. 433 for Clark, 436 for JuJu. But then you get to assists, and that's where the gap becomes clear. Clark had 471. JuJu, just 214. That's not a minor difference. That's a huge sign of how differently they impact the game. One's already running the offense and elevating everyone around her. The other is still learning how to get others involved.
Out of 62 games for Caitlin and JuJu, we see the points for Caitlin. 1662, 1604 for JuJu. She averaged 26 or 27, and JuJu averaged 26, right? 433 rebounds for Caitlin, 436 rebounds for JuJu, so she won there. 471 assists for Caitlin, 214 assists for JuJu.
Are you seeing this? Caitlin Clark was creating nearly double the scoring opportunities for her teammates compared to JuJu Watkins, while still putting up massive points herself. That's not just solid play, that's elite-level leadership. MVP-type impact. That's the difference between being a scorer and being someone who completely controls the game. Clark wasn't out there chasing stats. She was running the show and making everyone around her better.
Now, this is the main separation here, is what a lot of people aren't understanding. For you to be getting all these assists and still make it this tough for people to get to your scoring records, that is insane.
And it doesn't stop there. The shooting percentages make the comparison look even worse. Clark was hitting 46% from the field and 37% from three. JuJu, she's at 41% overall and just 33% from deep. When you're taking a high volume of shots, those gaps in efficiency really matter. This isn't about one-off night. It's a clear, consistent drop in shooting performance.
Let's look at the shooting percentages, right? 46 from the floor for Caitlin, right? I mean, y'all can see the numbers. I'm just trying to read it out for y'all. 41% from JuJu. From the three, 37%. From the three, 32 or 33% for JuJu. Okay? 87 for Caitlin, 84 from the free throw for JuJu.
Now take a look at their big scoring nights over their first 62 games. Clark had 23 games with 30 or more points. JuJu had 20. That's still impressive, but Clark's ability to deliver those kinds of performances more often sets her apart. Every few games, she was putting up numbers that could easily lead SportsCenter. That level of consistency and impact is just different.
Right. 4 40-point games JuJu had 3 40-point games, 11 35-point games. JuJu had 6 35-point games. Caitlin had 23 30-point games. JuJu has 20 30-point games.
That take definitely earned its roasting, don't you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear from you. And if you haven't already, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a moment. Click the video on your screen, and we'll catch you in the next one.